Hello and welcome back. My name is Denise, aka Sugar and Spice. Um, and I just got really distracted thinking, wow, I need to come up with a tagline like Daddy Yankee where he's like, "Sigue Daddy Yankee TY" and all that stuff. I'm like, wow, I really need one of those. Anyway, so my name is Denise Sugar and Spice, and what we're talking about today is romantic blockages. And I'm bringing this up because in a lot of my private like one-on-one readings, I've noticed a bunch of men and women coming to me and being like, I met this person, they're great, or I reunited with this person I dated in high school and they're great, everything's going great. Tell me that everything's going great. Is it safe for everything to be great? Because I'm really happy, but I need to know that it's safe being this happy. So I feel like everybody is really low-key suspicious of their joy right now. Instead of just being present in it. So I was like, well, why don't we just beat them to the punch, and why don't we just figure out what's holding back everyone from accepting all of this romance and love and joy that's in the air for Leo season. So that's exactly what we're doing. And this video is going to be for water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you're a Scorpio, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. If you're talking to a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, then like just stay right here. And yeah, let's see what's going on. So we're going to start with a collective message for all the water signs, see kind of what the romance energies are at this time. And then we're going to break it down into specific messages by sign. So without further ado, for my water sign babies, let's do this. What does the collective romantic environment for water signs look like? What's going on in water sign love life right now? Let's do two more cards. Water sign collective. Interesting. All right. Well. Water babies. It seems like a lot of you are finding romance with low-key like the sugar daddy type. It seems like a person that's older, more mature, or more insightful, just more aware, more experienced than you are. Not to say that you're their sugar baby, because like you guys are working on your coin. Like I see that's like a real concern for you right now is your money. So you're not a bum. You're not bumming off this person. It's just that this person happens to be in a little more elevated or established socioeconomic status than you are. I'm not mad about it. Actually, I'm like a little jealous. I'm like, go ahead, water signs. You get that sugar daddy. And then bring it back over here, like shed some of that wealth on me. So yeah, this is really interesting because in a lot of your partnerships, you're starting to realize it's with the Two of Wands here. I always forget to show you guys the cards. I got the Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Hierophant, and the High Priestess. Anyway, so with the Two of Wands here, because this is a collective message, it's hard for me to get into like the nitty gritty of everything. The Two of Wands, half of you are becoming painfully aware of the discrepancies between your socioeconomic status and that of your partners, and it's making you insecure. Rather than like the Page of Pentacles having the inspiration and the willingness to learn from your partner, it seems like you guys are starting to resent it, get really insecure, full of imposter syndrome and like a weird competitive edge with your partners that really doesn't have to be there. Like you could really just ask for advice and be like, how did you get here? And figure it out that way. And then the other half of the water signs are really struggling because you feel that you're always the one taking care of someone else. You feel like you're always the one that's like hyper aware of everyone else's comfort level. And you're wondering, when is someone going to take care of me? Like, when am I done being, you know, the babysitter, the mom friend, even the daddy friend? Like, when is someone going to be that observant and care that much for me and what I'm feeling? Like, when is someone just ever going to baby me? You know, when I'm busy babying everybody else, which is a total fair observation. So it seems like power imbalances and power dynamics in water sign relationships are what's really the thorn in the side. With the Hierophant and the High Priestess here, there seems to be concerns about alignment. Concerns about alignment in general, where, you know, water signs, you want the family, you want the wealth, and you want the status, and you want influence, and you want to be a respected member of your community, and you're working for that, definitely. And with the High Priestess, it also seems like you just want to be free of it all at the same time. You just want to be free of obligations, of responsibilities that have inappropriately been placed onto you, or that you've inappropriately taken on for yourself. And you're really wondering, you know, when's the last time that I've just done something for me? That doesn't have to make sense, that doesn't have to necessarily conform to any tradition or rules or obligations, like the Hierophant is saying. So it seems like there's a discrepancy between the things that you desire and the things that your soul wants to do right now. Your soul right now seems to just want peace and just wants to know that everything is going to be okay. So I feel like reassurance is really, really what's needed for water signs right now in particular. Interesting. There could be some sexual trauma involved, or a desire for sexual surrender, to really release and embody that that vibe, that desire to just feel taken care of. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's so much that you aren't saying, water signs. So yeah, there's a discrepancy between you want to be in alignment with like the dream, which is like having it all, but your soul is honestly so exhausted that it doesn't want any material concerns. It doesn't want the house. It doesn't want the money. Your soul is like, girl, I just want to get fucked real good and go to sleep. Honestly, then do that. All right. So, yeah, money, clout, socioeconomic status, influence, age, power imbalances. All of that is very heavy on your brain, water signs. So let's see what we can do about it. All right, let's do Cancer. What is blocking Cancer from ultimate happiness right now? Why won't Cancer let themselves be great? What's blocking Cancer from total joy and fulfillment right now? Whoop. There it is. Ugh. The Death card. Cancer, sometimes you really just gotta let them go. Sometimes you really gotta let yourself go. Meaning, this could be tied to the High Priestess with that sexual surrender, meaning you might just need to let your freak flag fly for a moment. Not only that, but that desire for complete abandon and surrender and passionate abandon is what you're looking for. And really, if you're not getting that from a partner, it's time to do that for yourself, because there is a way to be happy and to have total abandonment and freedom of expression, freedom of creativity, freedom to love as hard as you want without it being censored, or people saying that you're too overbearing, or that you're not their mother, so you can't tell them what's good for them and stuff. And honestly, they're right. Maybe that's just not the way they want to be loved, but that doesn't change the fact that that's the way you express love. So maybe it's time to let them go and go somewhere where those traits are appreciated from you and valued. Um, you have to be willing to let go so that things can get better. And it seems like there's a ton of attachment to outcome when it comes to cancers, where they're like, no, I want this to be my person. Like, I already put this much energy into it. Like, I don't care. This is my person. This is my circumstance. I'm sticking to it. Unfortunately, security is not a real thing. Safety is not a real thing. If it was, we wouldn't die to begin with. We'd be permanent. And because nothing is permanent, not even life itself, there's no reason for us to hang on with both hands to the bare minimum when we know we deserve better, when we deserve different. Be willing to let things go. Be willing to let relationships go. Be willing to let your old habits die hard. You know what I mean? But die for real this time. Because, yeah, because you can't ask for a glow up and expect things to stay the same. These are changes that you've been praying for all year, and now that they're coming, you're like, no, I don't like that. How do you know if you haven't seen what's on the other side of this ending yet? What if you win the lotto, bitch? Like, you don't know. Let go of this person, let go of your bad habits, and find out, all of the exciting things that wait for you. I'm going to do you one better. What's waiting for Cancer on the other side of death? Y'all get a bonus. Because I have a Cancer moon, so I want to know too. The Hermit. You might have to be alone for a while, but the Hermit, I promise you, is not lonely. The Hermit is living his best life because he gets a taste, a fraction of the peace that the High Priestess feels, which we talked about earlier. He gets to feel what it's like to only have to answer to himself, to only have to pour into his own cup, to really understand the luxury that it is to really feel and process your own emotions without somebody trying to censor them, without somebody trying to tell them that they're too sensitive, that they take things too personal, that they read too much into things. The Hermit doesn't give a fuck what anybody is saying because the Hermit is dedicated to understanding his own processes, which is great, which is a huge blessing. Knowing yourself is and knowing who you are and who you're not is the first and most important step to never having to fear being manipulated again. So that's what's waiting for you on the other side of death, Cancers, is a knowingness, a certainty of self that nobody can toy with you anymore. Keep that in mind. Scorpio. You bastards. All right, Scorpio. What's going on with my Scorpios? What's blocking Scorpio's blessings? Defensiveness. Why am I not surprised? I live with a Scorpio. Anyway, defensiveness. Being so afraid of betrayal that you low-key betray them first. Holding things back because you punish others with your silence because you know that it makes them uncomfortable. All of this defensiveness that's going on, all of this I'd rather it be you than me type of situation where you're keeping potential partners, you're keeping ex-partners, you're keeping basically all of your blessings at arm's length because you're like, no, not yet. I'm not ready to receive, therefore everything has to work at my time. Scorpio, bitch, those opportunities are gonna walk the fuck away and be given to somebody that's like me, that's like, give it to me. So you need to get it together and stop assuming the worst out of everyone. Not everyone is out to get you. Not everyone is out to compete with you. Not everyone is out to fuck you. Like, y'all are carrying AK-47s into a garden for no reason. People are looking at you weird. They're like, who hurt you? Like, why do you walk around just, like, staying ready so you don't have to get ready? There's nothing to get ready for. Like, you're good. Like, I get it. You've been through some shit in the past, but, like, you're good now. It's okay to put down all 7 of your defensive strategies. No one is out to get you. That ex you just broke up with, no one is out to get you. No one is even thinking of you. Everyone is in their own lane right now, trying to get their shit together except you. You are worried about who's going to come up out of the dark and come fight you. it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So the more you focus on potential revenge plans you might need for that person that just broke your trust, abandoned you, whatever, that's you holding on. That's you holding on to resentments, holding on to situations that, for better or for worse, just had to end, just weren't good for you anymore. I promise you, the people that left you, that you recently left, they're not checking for you. They do not care at all. They're not on your social media, like, and if they are, it's like because you're there and it's like a passing thought. But I promise you, there's no need for you to be, I don't want to say paranoid, but to be over prepared for the worst, if that makes sense. Allow yourself to hope for the best. They are making the best out of this clean slate. They're like, we got off scot-free, we're living our best life. And it's you that's still sitting there festering in this, I have to be prepared for what's going to come for me because of what I did to this person or what they did to me. They have to be punished and all of these things. You don't get to play God. So Scorpio, the sooner that you can just learn to hope for the best and to actually let go of circumstances that just had to be a certain way, just come to terms with the fact that not everything requires your influence or control in order for it to be the best. You're not God. Stop trying to play God. Be in your own lane, because I promise you, this person is not thinking about you at all. Like, not even when they go to sleep. Like, this person is done with you. You're done with this person, and now you just have like 800 backup plans, and it's like, you don't need that. You don't need to focus on correcting the past or seeking to balance the scales if you feel like you were done dirty. God's gonna take care of all of that. So like, what you need to be doing is focusing on where the fuck you're going, especially when it comes to the work route. It seems like a lot of your careers are like time out, stagnant. There could be car trouble. There's definitely challenges of authority or feelings of not belonging or not being in a favorable position of authority at work. There's a lot going on that you should be focusing on rather than projecting all of these insecurities on that situation. That's done now. You need to focus on the present and what's making you feel so powerless right now. Scorpios. Anyway, love y'all though. Pisces. All right, Pisces princesses. What's blocking the blessings of Pisces? What is robbing Pisces of eternal joy right now? Karma. I got the Justice card. Karma, not meaning anything bad that you're paying for. That's not what I mean. Pisces are uniquely situated in which you have to make the first move right now, which I know is like the bane of your existence and you'd kind of rather die. But it's your turn to carry the relationship. It's your turn to carry your partner. It's your turn to be more invested in the relationship and not being used to being the princess all the time. It's about balancing the scales, the power dynamics. So not necessarily focusing on what you don't have or what you lack, but what you can do in order to make your partner feel like they're being taken care of too, whether it's being more outwardly expressive, we're offering words of affirmation, acts of service, whatever it is. You have to start putting a little bit more attention into getting to know your partner and their intimate needs versus just telling them what you need and about your day all the time. So yeah, it's a recalibration of these scales, and that's what I'm seeing for Pisces here, is that you got used to being taken care of. You definitely got used to having, I guess, decisions, but like, take that loosely, decisions made for you, or at least suggestions, always having someone more experienced to guide you, etc., etc. Well, now that person needs guidance, and it has to fall onto you. This is something you need to learn. So karma, again, not necessarily, having to pay back a certain debt or anything like that. More like, you need to just do a little more for the partnership in order for it to grow. You need to, I don't want to say not be lazy, but be more attentive which I know doesn't come easy to my fish friends, but it's about being more attentive towards your partner, and being a little more realistic in the practicalities that come with a long-term partnership and what it takes to make it work. So yeah, we're bringing you back down to the ground a little bit, Pisces. The great news is that this could be a very long-term relationship if you choose the appropriate actions. This could be marriage. This could be, having a baby together, adopting a dog together, whatever it is. But this is like, if you do this correctly, I promise you, you will be happy and you will feel fulfilled. Like, you will feel emotionally fulfilled because you are capable of taking care of someone else and your children, future dog children, whatever. Anyway, that's it for the water signs. Water signs, power imbalances, and relationships is your theme right now. Cancer, let go so that you don't have to be scared of being manipulated anymore. Scorpio, nobody is checking for you. Please, for the love of God, just relax. And Pisces, do more for your partner. Anyway, I hope this helps. Book me, tip me, like, share, subscribe, come back, share with your water sign friends. And then let me know if this resonates. All right, that's it. Bye.